Up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Nika. If you are new, hey girl, hey. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are new, welcome. Come join the Fly Babes crew. Hit that subscribe button, push the post notification bell so you don't miss when I drop that new heat. And yeah, I think that's all. But anyways, today I'm gonna do, I don't know if I'm gonna do it every Sunday, but I'm gonna come with a new drink that I'm sipping on. Sipping Sundays. Okay. But this is a vanilla frappuccino. Don't mind my voice. It's a long story. I think I've told y'all before, like, when I drink, my voice goes away. Does that happen to anybody else? It's weird. I know. That's how you know you shouldn't be drinking. Anyways, we are going to do the fall look. We're going to get right into it. I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to do, like, a story time. But, I don't know if I have an interesting story to tell you guys right now. Let me think. I don't know. But right now, I'm using the Clinique moisturizer. I have been dealing with some health issues, so that's why I hadn't been posting. I don't know if I'll share it one day, but I'm not gonna share it. But I can barely, my vision in my right eye is it's a little bit gone. That's just, yeah, that's what happened. Well, actually, I'll tell y'all what happened up until leading up into it, right? So I'm gonna use my powder. I have been dealing with vertigo since the beginning of the year, and so I'll be getting dizzy or whatever. And so this particular week, I was like dizzy for 6 days. I was thinking like, okay, you know, this is gonna be longer, you know what I mean? But my vision started being affected like the second day in. So it was a 4 days total where my vision was like blurry. It was like a blur over my eye. And when I used to get migraines, that blur would like affect my vision, and then that's how I would know that I was getting a migraine. So I was like, oh God, I'm about to get a migraine. But then I woke up one Thursday and it was like worse, and I was like, something's wrong. So I had my boyfriend take me to the emergency room. I was there for 3 days. They had given me IVs and stuff. Let's see, IVs, and what's going on with my eye is called optic neuritis. My nerve over my eye is inflamed, so it's affected my vision. So that's like what's going on right now. I don't have in my contacts, so don't judge my makeup. Don't judge me, judge your mama. You ain't my business. Don't do that. But for real though, that's probably, if you see me like all up in the camera, that's gonna be, I mean, not camera, all up in this mirror. That's why, because I need to see, okay? Let's see. Some of you know, I became a homeowner this year. The fall and the leaves, not a fan. At first I was like, oh, well, not at first. There's a really pretty tree outside of my window, and it's like really pretty colors. But when they land on the ground, it ain't so pretty no more. Because as we're out there raking, they're falling. Like, bruh, you don't see me trying to get you together, you and your sisters, and you're coming and destroying what I'm doing? Yeah. Yep. And that was that. Actually, I do have a funny story to tell. it's funny and it's sad because, yeah. So back when I went to DR, me and my friend's room, we got robbed, right? And so that was like my first time out of the country. So I remember one day, it was the day before we were about to leave, right? And we were at the pool, and I was like, I get motion sickness, so that pool was like super like, it was making me nauseous, right? So we go back to our room, and I'm laying in the bed, and all I'm feeling is like queasy, whatever. And so she's in the shower, and I just remembered somebody knocking on the door. Mind you, let me go back a little bit. So every day we're in our room service comes, right? And he's like, oh, did you guys need towels? Like, oh, so y'all just go around knocking on doors, seeing who need towels. Okay, that's weird. So we thought that was weird, but didn't think nothing of it, right? Well, we kind of thought something of it because I was just like, it's super weird. So every day we left the room, I made sure the patio to our room was locked, right? Because I'm like, let's just make sure we covering our ground. So I made sure it was locked every day. Every time we came back to the room, it was unlocked. And I'm like, dude, I know I'm not tripping. So we talking like, I know we not tripping. We locked it. You know what I'm saying? We both checked it. So that happened every day. Then, and we stayed at the Grand Palladium. So that was happening every day. Every day they came and asked us if we needed towels. So this day, like I said, day before we about to leave, they come and ask, well, they knock or whatever. She's getting out of the shower, and she's like, soon as they knock, they open the door, and she was like right there, so she was able to like touch the door, like, what's up? What? You just gonna open the door and you ain't gonna wait? Like literally knock, open the door. So he's like, oh, did you guys need towels? And I think he only opened it because I was I was laying down. There was no noise. So he thought the room was empty. So she's like, no, we don't need towels. Like, y'all coming and asking that every day, like, what do I want? So that night, we go to one of like the clubs at another resort, and we walk on the beach, right? The back way. So nobody in the hotel would have known we walked that way. It's dark too. So we walked on the beach. We come back, and we go to our room, and we're like, oh, well, we about to come down to the other friend's room. We gonna turn up. All of our stuff is packed. My luggage is right when you come through the door. You like come through the door. It's like the closet. You go this way and it's the bedroom, right? So me, the type of person I am, if one thing is out of place and I know it wasn't like that, I'm going to notice it. So we kicking it out at the friend's room. We on the balcony, smoking a cigar, like turning up. And I'm the twerk queen. So I'm like on the patio, like twerking. Hey. All that good stuff. This dude, I like lean over and I'm like twerking, and I'm like, y'all, it's a dude outside the patio, like a few rooms down. And he kind of like did one of these numbers. So they look, we see him. So we like, that's weird. But he's a few down. It's got to be like 3 over. We go back to minding our business. He comes on our patio on the outside like, you done Spider-Man crawled up over here. He's like, boo, scares us. We laughing at the time, like, what the, like, what the hell? And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, I said, what is wrong with you? Da-da-da-da-da. I'm talking to him, whatever. But he looking crazy, and I'm like, all right, let's go in the room. So me and my friend like, all right, y'all, that just scared the crap out of us. We about to go to our room. We go in our room, and I'm using this milk concealer. So we open the door, and the first thing I notice is like my stuff from my luggage. Some of my stuff is on the ground. And I'm like, why is my luggage open? Immediately, that's what I said. We go to our room, we turn. All of our stuff is like everywhere. They had opened the safe, but we didn't use the safe. They took my carry-on luggage and like packed it with a bunch of our stuff. Yep. And got us. So we call security or whatever. Dude comes up and he's like talking to us and we're doing with him, and he goes, "Did you guys walk?" It was another security guard with them, and apparently he didn't speak English. So he's like, he wants to know, what did he say? He said he wants to know if you guys, I think he said you guys went down the beach way. Like either way, they knew that we left out the back. And I'm like, how do y'all know that? So that was another like red flag. And it was all sketchy. I don't even want to talk about that no more. But yeah, so they took our stuff. They scratched me and my homegirl's TV because we wasn't staying in that room no more. And tried to say that we was going to pay for it and all this, that, and the third. The reason why I had to tell you that story was because I went to Jamaica this same time last year. And I'm using the Morphe James Charles palette. And I'm going to use these browns here. This one and this one. So we on a boat, and I was scared to go out of the country again. So we're on the boat in Jamaica, right? We went to a little boat excursion, and the whole time when I'm in Jamaica, I'm praying that it's like nothing like the DR. So we're on the boat, and me and my sisters had got these water pouches, or what do you call them? Water fanny packs. And so they were the water ones. I'm thinking like, you know, I didn't see nobody have them. Long story short, we on the boat. She was, the section she was in, she had just left from. And I kid you not, as soon as she left from there, the dude grabbed the same exact water pouch and threw it to somebody else. He was like, hey, and threw it. So me, I done got a few drinks in me. And I'm still thinking like, you know, people are out to get us. Girl, I must have went over there, grabbed that, and was like, hey, that's my sister's. And he was like, no, it's not. Da, 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 da. And I was like, yes, it is. I was like, she was just over there. He was like, we're not that type of people. I said, that's hers. Do you know my sister had her pouch? I felt so stupid. And I had to go back and apologize again. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, that was what was funny to me, because I literally, it wasn't even funny, honestly, but I looked at like a whole stupid ass. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm still not, you know, like not over what happened. And that's horrible. We spend our hard-earned cash to go on these vacations, and y'all want to rob from us. So, but overall, my Dominican Republic trip was fun, minus that, which happened on our last day, because they knew we had to leave up out of there. So they were like, oh, it ain't nothing they about to do about it, because they about to be ready to catch their flight. Yep. And that's what happened. I went and got a facial yesterday, so my skin looks even worse, you know, because they have to pick like, had blackheads and all type of stuff going on. So I'm trying to get my skin back together. Okay, so I'm just going back and forth in between those colors, making a smoky eye. And whenever I really can't close this eye, because when I close it, I can't see. Like, you know, when I try to go like that, I can't see. So I can't do that. But y'all see that smoke though, right? Okay. So, oh, I forgot to mention that I'm using my brushes from Pure. I got this in a my Boxy Deluxe box. I should be posting that video soon, so you'll see what I got in that box. Taking a clean brush. This is my Bellium Tool 776. And I'm just going to blend it. Not adding any Okay. That's all I'm doing to the top of the eye. We're going to go down to the face. I'm going to use my Born This Way and Becca. I'm going to spray my face. This honestly is not the brush that I would use to blend this out. Y'all know the worst part of doing a facial is getting like your blackheads or pimples out. That hurt. I didn't even know my skin was that bad until afterwards. I'm like, oh, you had to do all that. I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. Oh, that's why I don't use that anymore. That little thing has messed up my seat because it keeps falling. And actually, I lied. This is not the e.l.f. one. This is the ColourPop. Like, the little thing just keeps falling out. So we ain't using this one. I'm actually use the e.l.f. I'm gonna use my Morphe Rontour. I'm gonna go back in with my LA Pro Concealer. Sorry, y'all, I was covering it. So yeah, after getting that facial, it kind of like brought out spots that I didn't have because she picked it or popped them or whatever. And I'm just like, I just want my skin back. Okay, we're gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. Okay, I'm gonna dust that same color underneath my lower lash line. I'm actually not gonna add a liner. And these lashes are from a black-owned company Carvalho Cosmetics. I'll link it in the description below. These are in the style Diva. When I be wanting to be like feeling myself, I put these on, okay? Because these are bold. This is just a moisturizer spray. Then I'm gonna add my Artist Couture Summer Haze highlight. I'm gonna add this Chit London blush. Cork lip liner, which is still one of my favorites from MAC. And then we're going to use my Pat McGrath in the shade Divine Brown. These are one of these satin finish lipsticks. And this is the Fonto look. All right, you guys, and this is the final look. I hope you guys like it. Like it, love it, give it a thumbs up. You know my motto, slay, be beautiful. Make sure you arrive and leave that stamp. Bye.